Trojan family, what's up, man? USCJ, and we here, man. Listen, I hope everybody had a good weekend and a blessed weekend and having even a better blessed Sunday. Man, how's everybody doing, man? Listen, the news continues to go and grow for USC. Things continue to move and groove in every area and direction that we want. And just a news and note item real quick, and you guys see the title, Tony Boselli, USC legend, has entered into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and he's a big time, one of the best offensive linemen to play at USC and one of the best offensive linemen to play in pro football, period. Just I want to talk about him, but just on a side note, USC, as they entered the training camp, USC did announce that they had an addition of a kicker, Aiden Sleep Dalton. Hey, his name is Aiden Sleep Dalton. And listen, we picked up a commitment from him. He's entering training camp. He's a punter, and he's from the high school he's from is it's called Pro Kick Australia, and his hometown is Melbourne. And he was ranked as among kickers, number 23 overall among kickers. And coincidentally, his brother as well is a kicker as well. So I guess it runs in the family. Kicked at Iowa. University of Iowa. So that's a news and note item. It continues to grow and continues to get, the news gets better and better for USC. Now, let's get to this big news. Tony Boselli, USC Hall of Famer, man, one of the greatest offensive linemen to play at the University of Southern California, has got his inductee situation going on yesterday. He looked good, had a great speech, and this guy is a big-time player. He blocked. You guys know that Tony Boselli, if you guys know pro football, he blocked for Fred Taylor, man. Fred Taylor was an extremely successful running back at the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. And he was coincidentally one of my favorite running backs. I love his running style. He had great vision. But Tony Boselli was one of those guys who was behind him and the success that Fred Taylor had, man. So Tony Boselli also, he's the first Hall of Famer to be inducted by the Jacksonville Jaguars. As you know, when Tony Boselli, when he got drafted, Tony Boselli was one of the, he was one of the first to get in the Jacksonville Jaguars. They were a new franchise, one of the first Jaguars to get in there. So listen, man, I want to know what you guys think about this, and I want to read some of his stats off to you. And USC now, they have 14 Hall of Famers now. They have 14 Hall of Famers in there, and now they're going to add Tony Boselli. And just let me read some of the information that I got from Tony Boselli, man. His stats are incredible stats. He was a 6'7" guy. He played left tackle, 6'7", 324 pounds, a massive man. And he started in 90 games, played in 91 games. His whole career, out of all those games, Tony Boselli only had 11 holding penalties, man. That's pretty remarkable when you think of that many games. False starts, he's only had 24 false starts. When you think of 91 games played in and only had that many false starts, that's an incredible number. While he was at USC, he had 3 times he was picked to be on a first team All-American team from 92 to 94. 3 times as well. All Pac-12 team. It was Pac-10 back then. All Pac-10 team, 92 to 94 as well. He was drafted in the first round. You guys know he was a first round pick, second pick overall in a 1995 draft. And he was, extremely successful player. He was also picked 3-time All-Pro selection from 1997 to 1999. So this guy had major success. 5-time Pro Bowl selection as well. So Tony Boselli he's a huge name, man. Huge name. And he was also voted in the NFL 1990s all-decade team, man. So that's some huge news. Tony Boselli, USC, big-time left tackle, to play in the National Football League. And let me just give you guys, I told you it's 14 guys. Let me read off the names now that we added another one. It's going to be Marcus Allen, and he was at USC from 1978 to 1981. Of course, Tony Boselli, he was at USC from 1992 to 94. These are all the Hall of Famers in USC history. Red Bagro, 1924 to 1926. Frank Gifford, 1949 to 1951. Ronnie Lott, 1977 to 1980. These are the years that these guys were here, and these guys had extremely successful careers. Bruce Matthews, I know you guys know this guy, 1980 to 1982. Ron Mix, 1957 to 1959. Anthony Munoz, I know you know that name. That's a big time name. 1976 to 1979, he was at USC. I know you guys know this guy, Troy Polamalu, 1999 to 2002. Troy Polamalu. Junior Seau, I know you guys know this guy. 1988 to 1989 at USC. Big time, one of the hardest hitters. Number 55. You guys know if you were number 55, you got to come with the heat because of Junior Seau. O.J. Simpson, one of the best running backs that you possibly could have had at University of Southern California. You guys know that. 1967 to 1968, he was at USC. Lynn Swann, you know, a superstar receiver, Pittsburgh Steelers. 1971, 1973, Hall of Famer Willie Wood. 1957 to 1959, big time player, DB. So listen, and then we got Ron Urey, 1965 to 1967. So these are all the guys that's in the Hall of Fame with USC, and USC continues to add to the legacy, to the tradition, not only of College Football Hall of Fame, but they continue to add to the legacy and tradition of Pro Football Hall of Famers and big time players that came through those walls. And when they walk through the tunnels, not only do they see USC Hall of Fame tradition of college football tradition of Hall of Famers, but they see Pro Football Hall of Famers. And I mean, not too many schools can say that that has the same status as USC. So you guys, leave in the comment section, you guys tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. Fight on, fight on, fight on.